Today we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship, the journey to becoming an entrepreneur, part 2, just because the first one was very, very interesting. All right. Today we have in the building a very handsome man. He's very well put together, well read. He has taken his business a couple of notches higher from where he started, such that he's gone international. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me, Anifowose Oluwasegun, CEO.
My boss. My boss. I left the hands.
No, please. King Glab Cuisines, you're welcome. You're welcome.
It's an amazing time out here already.
You're just sounding soft. You sound very soft, you know.
Oh, please
Are you sure you're a chef? Are you sure you own a restaurant? Because you just look like a billionaire, you're off of a private jet.
Okay,
because you're soft.
I term myself more of a chef-tritionist.
Okay.
Because I'm a chef, but I'm also a nutritionist.
Okay.
So I call myself a chef-tritionist.
Chef-tritionist.
Yes, because I'm concerned about the health and lifestyle of my customers and anybody I work for.
So what makes you different from the regular chef that we see? I know that you're concentrating on the nutritional lifestyle of your customers. What makes you different? What is that thing that if I come to your store and I see and I know that this guy cares about my nutrition?
Okay, basically my recipes are different.
Okay.
And have you read of moringa seeds?
Yes.
Turmeric. Those are life-saving recipes that people take their eyes off it in their meals, but they're always in my meal because if I save my customer, I save my money. They eat healthy, they come back, and
they pass on, they can't come and buy from you.
Sure, you understand. So that's it basically for me. I try to look at the healthy part of the food rather than just sell street food as people know it about.
Now, talking about moringa, I remember one time when I was still way back in Abuja, right in front of my apartment, there was a moringa tree in front of my apartment. Well, I knew it was moringa, but I didn't really take it seriously. It was after I left that I now went to a big store here in Lagos. I now saw them packaging moringa, the leaves and the seeds. I was like, wait, do you know this thing was just right in front of me? And I didn't, I probably would have removed the tray. You're welcome. You are welcome back to Offscript, still discussing the journey to entrepreneurship part 2, just because we had a very wonderful and interesting part 1, we decided to do it again. Just speaking to interesting Nigerians, wonderful young guys, girls and guys who are delving into the business world, and of course just hearing their own experiences and learning from that. All right, you're welcome back to Offscript. Do follow us on all our social media platforms just in case you've missed a thing or two. Our second guest is in the building, and I want to welcome him. Oh God, I don't even know. I feel like just hitting my hand on the ground now because he's a big boy, he's a great guy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me, Timmy Color.
Alright, seriously, I'm really happy to be here, and I'm happy for your invitation, and I couldn't have rejected your offer,
Thanks for coming, man. But the way you just act like you're just humble and all that, but we know that you're a big boy,
No, I'm humble. Yeah. I'm humble. Like it's.
How are you feeling today?
I'm very fine. Thank you.
Now, before you came, we were just talking about businesses and how he's been running his own business, and I shared my own experience about trying to start up a shawarma business way back then.
Did it work?
It did work. So
it's worked, right?
I'm here to learn. It didn't work.
It didn't work. Okay, you know what? There's something I think about being an entrepreneur. It's first of all, being an entrepreneur, it does not want to work. Nothing wants to work. Do you understand? It does not want to work by default by itself. If it would work, everybody would be doing businesses. Do you understand? So you just have to make it work. Like you do everything possible to make it work.
What did you get frustrated? Because I was frustrated.
Yes, it's part of the prerequisite of being an entrepreneur.
Because I kept putting in money back. I found out that I kept paying the guy who was there. You probably understand because I kept paying.
You were not there.
I wasn't there.
Okay.
Permanently.
Okay.
I put someone there. I didn't know how to do shawarma now, so I just got this guy who had experience, and I was paying I think 4,000 every week, something like that.
Okay.
And then I kept on paying for a couple of weeks, and then I was thinking, come on, I'm putting my money into this thing. I'm not seeing returns. What do? I just shut it down.
Okay. You see, opposite my photo studio, there's a salon. across the road, and the person sees that, okay, I've done some renovations recently. So he came to me and was talking to me about his business and said, I kept, someone is in my salon studio, and the first thing I asked him is, do you know how to barb? He said no. I said, when this guy is barbing, do you stay there? He said no, he has another business. Okay. And that was where I came. I said, see, if you are starting a new business, I don't care how much you're spending on it. You need someone to be there for you. Okay. And most of the time, the person is you. You should be there for yourself. You should be there for your business. Else, it's not going to move. It's just going to be at the point you left it. Because you don't have to, if it could be done that way, everybody will just say, okay, you take this 1 million naira, start this business for me. You take this 1 million naira, start this business for me. You, 500,000 naira, start this business. Even Jesus Christ in the Bible, when he gave 1 talent, 5 talent, and 2 talents, it was not the 3 of them that did the business well. Some people said, oh, this one is not enough. Everybody, they will have excuse to give you now. They say there's no business, there's nothing. So that's...
I like that. So what you're saying is, when you want to start a business, you need to learn how to do it. So the mistake I made, one of the mistakes was that...
You don't need to learn how to do it. You need to be on the neck of the person who is doing it for you.
Is that right? Do you think for every business you must be on ground? Because, I mean, the likes of Dangote and them, I know they are big, but would you say that when you started the cement business, it was there on ground?
Okay, when you mention talking about Dangote now, I read a book someone wrote a book about Dangote, and he talked about how he started his business. He said Dangote does not sleep. Dangote sleeps about 4 or 5 hours a day.
But, I mean, I think you
and then he was richer than me then. She gets me. I still sleep 6 hours now. I almost came late for this show. I still sleep 6 hours now. Okay. So Dangote sleeps like 4 hours, and he was richer than me then. So and maybe he probably has more connections than me then. Imagine having connections, having money, having the skill to do business, and you still sleep 4 hours. 4 hours. Why? Wow. Who does that?
Do you believe in that? Do you believe in that, Shaggy?
It's very essential that you're on ground to monitor business, except you've put a structure, and you can't put a structure at the beginning of the business. Okay. You have to be on ground to monitor and watch yourself, because money flies.
Before you know, everything will crumble.
Talking about structure, in fact, when you start a business, there is no structure.
Nothing.
Read the Bible now. When Jesus Christ created, it was null and void, nothing. You have to start saying, okay, please, I want to see, let there be lights. Do you understand all those kind of things? So there's no structure, there's nothing, it's just
I like what
like that.
Just set us to understand now that when you start a business, it promises or it sets it sails to want to crumble by itself. So
by default.
Don't just expect that when you start a business, you just want to, upward movement and everything is just fine. You were talking about how we can start a spaghetti business, how much, now we've talked about time, but you were talking about how much money and resources you would need to start a typical spaghetti business. Let me go back to shawarma again. Just let us do that quickly, just in case someone wants to learn.
Oh, like I said, basically you should be skilled.
Okay, skilled first of all.
You should have a great sense of smile, because everybody's doing it now. What makes you different? What makes you unique? Also, space is important. Where you locate yourself is very essential, because your location determines.
No, I like where this is going to. Now let me pin this to you guys, because I have, you know why this is interesting? Because I have real life experience, right? So where I situated the business, I had there was a moi spot there. Okay. Don't mind, it's moi, it's not my mind. Moi spots there. There was a rice spot in the same street. Okay. There was a rice spot there. There was someone doing amala. I mean, like big cars, and people were coming to that place. There was beans and bread. Okay. So my thought in the beginning was, this is a food hall, right? This is the kind of place that everybody wants to come and buy food. So when they come, if you don't like rice, you buy beans, you buy my, you buy amala. So I thought to myself, it would be a good place to start. And someone was even doing fresh fruit juice right next to me. Okay. So
that's your shawarma, right?
Yeah. So would you? My thought now is, did I do wrong by going into that place? Because when I started, I now found out that it's like there are too many options on this street. So as an entrepreneur, do you think if you have the kind of opportunity that I had on that street, having so many options and knowing that this is a food hub, is it a good place to start, or is there a competition right there? Would you be able to handle the competition?
Okay, let me come in. Okay. For the food hub, let me paint a picture of a fair to you. Okay. Like a fair. Okay. So that's a fair. Okay. Where you have so many food vendors.
A trade fair.
Trade fair, yeah.
That's what I'm painting to you. then what do you bring to the table? You bring color, razzmatazz to your stand. That's what will make you, that's what will stand you out from every other, even if you sell, if there were 3 shawarma people at that stand, at that place, what makes you different? It might just be that little touch of balance.
When I sorry to cut you, when I started, I started with one shawarma and you get a cola drink. I put that up, and I did music. I brought the Barney and all of them, so I mean, it didn't work. So I mean, would you say that I didn't add an extra thing to it, although the cola drink attached wasn't for a long time?
Okay, well, if I was going to say something about that, I would have said, first of all, if you want to do entrepreneur, if you want to be an entrepreneur, the first thing you need is I don't care whatever I put down initially. There is something I discovered about business, and I noticed about every other person that has been doing business. When you open and it's even, in fact, I noticed it physically, like I didn't read it in books, and then there was one I read in books. I studied economics, so there's this sales law that says when you bring when you start whatever it is, people would come. Do you understand? They will come and see what you are doing. Do you understand? That's the interpretation of the law. I don't want to quote the law because of. So there's people are going to, when you drop something, oh, I'm doing this, people are going to, at least 2-3 people will come for the first maybe 1 week, 2 weeks. They are going to come because that thing is new. They are not coming because you are very good. They are not coming because someone has spoken about you. They are coming because when they were passing that place yesterday, there was nobody there. And today, there is somebody there. They are coming for that reason. It lasts for, let me say, 2 weeks. Then after that, you need to be consistent. They need to see you every day for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Okay, take for instance, photography. First of all, you wouldn't say, oh, my shawarma tastes very nice, that's why people are going to come. Because first of all, some people don't know how shawarma tastes. They don't know how a nice shawarma tastes. So that one is out of it. Secondly, you need to, it still goes back to the fact that you need to be consistent. Let them know that this person is doing this business for the passion. Photography, people don't know good photography. Some people don't know good videos. Do you understand? They just want to see they just want to hear what you're saying in the video. They just want to see themselves in the picture. Do you understand? And then you submit it to them. So what is going to grow your business is the fact that you're consistent. A customer comes today, he meets you there. He comes next week, he meets you there. He comes 3 months time, he meets you there. So he can vouch for you anywhere. That please go to this place. He has not seen you that day. Go to this place. There is a photographer there. Okay, you are hungry. Go to this place. This person is there. And he cooks every day. Do you understand? Nobody wants to. You can be a very good photographer and you're not available. You can be a very good business person and you're not available. Do you understand? So I think consistency is a major thing.
All right, very interesting. I'm learning a lot from gurus in the building. One thing I'd love you to know is that you let us know what business idea you can execute with 1 million naira. And then you call in our number 090-8764-3339. You call in or you send a message to our social media handles and you let us know your name, where you're from, and that business that you can execute with 1 million naira. Whichever one our guest in the house likes or loves, you get a gift from myself, a token. All right? That's what we're doing. But just let them be. Let's come back to you guys now. How do you clear doubts when you're in business? As a young guy, how do you clear doubts? The points like myself, the points where you start, do you ever feel like, will this ever grow bigger than this? Maybe one day, maybe this, they came to clear your things, or you had issues with the authorities, and you are laughing because you probably have nothing. And you just think to yourself, what am I even doing? I'm well read. Why can't I just, you mentioned going to business, Lagos Business School. Why don't I just go to one office and just be earning 500K a month? How do you clear doubts in your mind?
Okay, first and foremost, the scenario has happened to me.
You cleared your things.
Everything.
And sweet spaghetti.
Everything.
God.
Well, you gonna experiences, and your passion will speak so loudly at the end of the day. For like 3 to 4 months, I had nothing to do.
Wow.
I had nothing to do.
Was it after the incident?
After the incident. I packed my bag one night. I went to Abuja.
Wow.
I didn't tell anybody.
Sorry, hold that thought. Hello? All right, sorry, we missed that call. We just had a call, but we missed it. Please go ahead, please.
I went to Abuja.
Okay.
I told one of my friends I met in NYC camp. I served in Ogun State. I'm coming to Abuja. coming to Abuja NYC camp, get me a stand.
Okay. Sorry, Shed, hold that thought. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Shalewa. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Your name is what?
Shalewa from Ikorodu.
All right, Shalewa from Ikorodu. Go ahead, please, with your questions or comments.
Yeah, so I really like this program. God bless you, Mr. Mercury.
Thank you.
I want to tell all these motivational speakers that are here that we want more. We already have our business idea. They already know what to make me rich. My sister already know what to make her rich. My mom is gone to have business portfolio. But we already know how we want to be rich. People do. We want money. You want the money thing. So that's why I don't like to be here all these things. It is the money that is the problem. You understand? So now, we know that if we start our business, we register it. We will do social media, we will do marketing, we will target our customer. That's the genesis of the business. But it's the money.
Okay.
let me come in for.
Okay.
Money is not the first thing in business.
Okay.
At all. You can know what you want to do. Even when the money comes, you still miss out. So sometimes what you strive for personally, you get to appreciate it more. When I started getting my equipment, it was from probably Allah they give you. If you give me 1,000 naira, I will save 700 naira. You have to develop the culture of saving. People say, where would I save money? But every time, your data is always on.
So
no, you have to discipline yourself personally. That's your thing. If you then eventually get a breakthrough somewhere, fine.
But let me ask for the young folks out there. When you were saving money, didn't you have what money did you put aside for chill? Because you're a young guy, and we're speaking to millennials out there. You know,
Hello?
but you're not chilling. Hello. Sorry.
It's Shalewa. My credit wanted to finish.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, so me, our guest, now I guess like now, he said our money is not the same. Money, okay, so now, if you have portfolio, you are register your business.
Okay.
You have everything. You cannot start without money. But if you have money, you don't have portfolio. You have never registered your business. You can still start. So there's no. Don't explain it to us again, no, but the only one that cannot start business. Even when you have business, there's something called a running cost. It's a sort of
money
that you have to put aside to be able to run the business over time.
Are you currently running any business, Shalewa?
So there's no money, there's no business.
Okay. Hello, Shalewa. Okay. Thanks so much, Shalewa, for that call. But she was just, going on and on about having money to start a business.
No, it's
well,
essential.
she has a point
It's
for
essential.
registration and all that.
It's essential. Who says you can't start your business without registering it? You okay, and this is my 6th year in business. I just registered my business last year.
Wow. Yeah, so I was asking you, if you save that much money, were you not saving money to chill? So that are you trying to say you were not chilling, or you're not having fun, going at the bar, taking your girlfriend out?
You have to pick one.
I like that. You have to pick one.
I didn't start dressing like this. This okay. This is my. I started off cooking when I was 13 years old. This is my 20th year cooking food.
20th year.
Wow.
Interesting. All right, great. Let's move on to you now. Tell
Okay.
us what it costs. What does it take to start a photography business?
Well,
Okay.
first, I wouldn't.
Hello. Sorry to cut you. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. My name is Miriji. I'm calling from Unilag.
All right. Go ahead with your questions or comments, please.
Okay, so thanks to the guests for, sharing their journey so far. But I wanted to ask, if ever they wanted to give up, at some point because something was not working or because their business was not working, maybe they gave up and then they're running what they're doing right now. And to ask, is it okay to give up any skill or any business you're doing if you feel frustrated in it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. I'll direct that question to you. Is it okay to give up if you feel frustrated?
Okay, if I heard her clearly, she asked if we ever feel like giving up, and is it okay to give up? Okay, that's, I would say it happens to everybody.
Okay.
It happens to everybody. If you have started a business and it won't work. Do you understand? When you start a business, first month, second month, third month, up to let me say 6 months, you are still putting in funds. You are still financial. You'll be financially stranded and all that. So that alone is frustration on its own. Then another type of frustration is there is no client. They cannot be clients. Do you understand? Because nobody knows you. You just came out of the blues and you're doing business that other people have been doing. And because there is no new business, there is. Don't let us deceive ourselves. There is no new business.
What makes you different?
Well, I would say I discovered that there's one thing I need to work on. I'm a very inconsistent person. Okay. Today I'm going to draw. Tomorrow I'm going to paint. Next tomorrow I'm going to snap. Well. Yes. Wow. Next tomorrow I'm going to snap pictures. Tomorrow I'll say I want to be a model. Next time you see me at acting auditions. Do you understand? So I was very inconsistent. And then it got to a time when I discovered that, okay, if I'm going to spend, and all these things I mentioned, you can actually take your hard-earned money and spend on every one of them. Do you understand? But I discovered that I need to spend money on one and concentrate. Then when that one has grown, I can now find a way to link all these things together.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Chop.
Chop the local.
Thanks so much for joining us. I look forward to a day when the power of love will supersede the love for power. I love you. Share the love and just make the world a better place. I've had so much fun. Bye-bye. Peace.